Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the specs off in the distance. Today we have a battle of large versus small. This is a battle of David versus Goliath. Ogres charging across the battlefield on their rhino looking things, their rhino bulls, whatever you want to call them. And on the other side, we already took a little sneak peek at them, but the Skaven are set up ready to defend in this fight today. If you guys are looking forward to this one and would like to see more like it in the future, of course, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like and sub button, and you can already see that the Skaven are using their immense amount of artillery on the Ogres here. We have two units of Plague Claw catapults sitting here in the back alongside just a disgusting amount of missile units. We have some Warp Lock Jezels back here, two units. Nope, this is a Poison Wind Mortar unit. And then in the middle, we have some Poison Wind Globadiers. We have some Warp Fire Throwers, some Poison Wind Globadiers. Rattling Guns, one of my favorite units in this whole game, Rattling Guns. More Poison Wind Globadiers, and some more Warp Lock Jezels. And over here, the battle has already started. We see Rat Ogres charging into some Saber Tusk pack, and on the far left, we see some Mournfang Cavalry leading the charge here, going into what appears to be a unit of Storm Vermin Halberds, but changing their attack into those Rat Ogres. And now we see that the main clash is taking place just about everywhere on this battlefield. The Ogres going full force, clashing along the lines of the Skaven. The Skaven going to be taking a lot of casualties in this battle, but where they lose out in quality, it definitely make up in quantity. And they make up in firepower, as you can see here, by the amount of projectiles in the air. This is going to be the Skaven's best chance of winning this, is winning this battle in the air. They need to win the missile fight and dominate these units in this missile fight here. We do see that the thing, this abomination of a creature here is just, or it's the Hell Pit Abomination, not the thing. The Hell Pit Abomination is doing great in here. The Rat Ogre already starting to waver in this fight here. Not really doing too hot, but the Ogres are definitely starting to push further up the hill. If we slow things down, we can see that the generals are committing from both sides. We do have that the Warlord and Throughout the Unclean have both committed from the Skaven side of things to counter Scrag the Slaughterer, who has engaged in the center here. We are also seeing that Grease's Goldtooth is engaging as well on his familiar cart. Big Boolin indeed, pushing into that battle. The other Skaven general is engaged in one-on-one combat here atop his mighty little like wheel cart thing. We have Grayseer here, and it looks like he has plague capabilities, so that's very good for the Skaven. But he is fighting some Ogre Bulls. Ogre Bulls being a very, very, very mediocre unit, so hopefully that he can take out those Ogre Bulls. But now you're starting to see that the Skaven are pouring down. Their numbers are starting to take over here. Look at, they're like little they are legitimately little rats just pouring into the lines of these Ogres here. Look, it's like they're biting this giant's ankles. They're just biting his bro's ankles here. Look at that. Keep biting his ankles, guys. Keep on biting his ankles. But if you can see here, the backlines are still holding up very decently for the Skaven. They have started to lose a couple units here. We do see that Storm Vermin and Rat Ogres are starting to break, but their Plague Claw catapults and mortars are back here still holding out well. But they need to continue firing into this massive Ogres here. You see that they are slowly but surely starting to cut down these Ogres, but it is definitely going to be, in the long run, they're going to need to start to make some progress here. They're now starting to see that Rattling Guns that were entrapped up in the front line are starting to pull back, and the Doom Wheel is going to take its place in the fight. No, the Rattling Guns are recommitting back into melee here. They need to pull out and start firing their weapons. But over here on the far left, it appears that the Skaven's numbers have just demolished what was left, or what the Ogres had put on this flank here. The Ogres now trying to retreat what little units they can to get out of here, because the Skaven doing a great job just sticking in big blobs number-wise, and sticking in big blobs for them is how they're going to win this battle. Now committing to try to take out some of these Sky Striders here. The Sky Striders are a very, very good unit, so this is going to be a tough unit for them to take out. But as you can see here, they are doing a great job at committing into this battle. and trying to just overwhelm this unit. Back over at the center, we are still seeing that the Ogres are starting to overwhelm the Skaven. The Skaven need to get their numbers into this fight here. They need to at least start to turn some fire into those units here. We do have these Plague Monk Setzer Bears beating down on some Gorgers that have returned from battle. Looks like also some catapult fire coming in from the back, possibly from... Yes, these units right here, or not catapults, but we have some lead belchers back here, firing some cannon shot, got 13 kills. Not really getting a whole lot there. It would be a decent amount if they're old, but if this 13 kills are all on these warp fire throwers, that is a disgusting 13 kills there. Targeting down those warp fire throwers is big. And back over on the far flank where we originally saw that giant, we can see that this giant is starting to take a decent amount of damage. It's only down to 4,000 health, and now with 59 kills, if at this point you're wanting to see that giant have a couple more kills, especially against some Skaven units, but he is still holding out well here. We do see that there is a general for the Ogres as well over on this flank. Goldtooth is right here, as you can see. The Doom Wheel is countering him, and there's a lot of Storm Vermin in here as well to try to just continue to bite that giant's knees. But now you can see that the Ogres are starting to pour down and out from that center. The Ogres, being victorious in the center, are now starting to push out the flanks, and we're going to see if the Skaven can hold here. It's not looking great for the Ogres balance of power wise, but the Skaven are continuing to have to hold these outer flanks here. A lot of these units, we do see that these Gutter Runners, an almost fully healthy unit, has returned here, and is now starting to focus down the Slaughtermaster here. An excellent target here. Warp Fire Throwers now also starting to target him down, so decent little target there for those missile units, trying to take down his health as much as possible after he gets back to these Plague Claw Catapults and takes them out here. Plague Claw Catapults not quite as efficient as you would like them to be in this fight, but definitely still doing a decent amount of damage. Now, if we're going to slow things down here, look at this battlefield. We're starting to see that the Skaven are starting to look beat. Skaven are definitely starting to look like very thin lines here. They have lost in the center. This flank they are still holding out on, but with the incoming reinforcements for the Ogres, it is not looking very, very good for them. Over here on this flank, they are looking very desperate. We do have some Storm Vermin continuing to hold out here, but like I said earlier, these Sky Striders are very good. You can see almost at 200 kills. These Sky Striders are doing great in this battle for the Ogres, but now the Storm Vermin is pressing forward. They are not holding back. They are not going to wait. They are pressing forward and doing a great job at doing so, going after some of these man-eaters here. Doing a great job at trying to silence those guys because they do have pistol capabilities. Back over here, we see that some of these missile units are starting to return. We see that the Warplock Jezels are starting to get back into the fight a little bit here. It's going to be a tough one if the Skaven are going to pull this one out, which the balance of power is still in their favor. They're going to need a big swing of momentum here. I think we are starting to see it on this flank as the giant goes down there. We see that the Council Guard here do end up getting the kill on that giant and are now starting to push forward. They're going after Grease's Goldtooth here. If they can get the kill on Grease's Goldtooth, that would be massive. Absolutely game-changing for them as they are down in the general battle. They have the Warlord General here, and then they have Throt the Unclean there, but that is it. They're currently down 3-2 in the general battle. This thing is going to come down to the end here. The Skaven continuing to fight on this flank. They're holding still. They're absolutely still holding. Great news for them. If you guys are rooting for the Skaven still left in this battle, it's going to be a tight one. They do have units returning those. We have a unit of Storm Vermin here pushing back into the fight. 81 rats. They are steady, but they have some damage sustained, so their morale's not going to be the greatest, especially when that happens, opening up, already shaken, but they are going to do their best to continue to do a decent amount of damage here. But yeah, no, their morale is not going to be the best at this point in the battle, but still, look at this. These units are continuing to hold here. Look at this. This Council Guard has 54 kills. 54 kills on Ogres. That's like 2 to 3 units of dead Ogres there from just that one unit. Absolutely insane. Skaven slaves breaking from the battlefield. Not really any surprise there. Yes, I'm throwing absolute slander on their name. You have some Poison Wind Globadiers pushing up onto this hill, looking to pour some rounds down onto the or onto what's left of the enemies. But oh baby, the Hell Pit Abomination has regen capabilities and is getting into this fight now, baby. Look at this thing. absolutely disgusting. The Hell Pit Abomination in this fight takes out Scrag the Slaughterer here. The Hell Pit Abomination, and look at this. There goes Grease's Gold Tooth. The Skaven absolutely turning this thing around in the end. Just destroyed this flank of the Ogres, and now all that's left is this flank, and they're breaking on this flank as well. The Skaven hold out for the victory in this video. Down to the wire, the Skaven do it, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. Look at this, the Sky Strider's almost getting up to 300 kills here. But if you guys did enjoy this video and would like to see more like it in the future, of course, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. What a game. What an absolutely beautiful battle here. The Skaven getting the win in David versus Goliath. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. And of course, I will see you all next time. Peace.